So now the question is very simple. In at Datadog, we have more than 500 integrations available. So what we did, we managed the Windows agent, we install the Linux agent, and we enable the process monitoring. But next thing is integration, and because of the integrations, which is very easy to use. We all are liking Datadog. This is one of the primary regions. Okay, so this is the one of the primary regions. So what integrations you want? So just name it and you have it. It's a pretty long list. More than 500 built-in integrations are available. So you just name it and you have this here. Okay, you have it here. So basically, we will not be able to do 500 integration. No one will do that because it's a huge list. But yeah, let's get started with some of the integrations today. So I will show you some of the integrations. Again, I will take some options from you also, but I will propose some of the web servers. So web server, let's say do Apache. Let's say app server. So let's take some Tomcat. Let's say DB server. Let's take MySQL. Let's say container platform. So let's talk about Docker. Let's say pods platform. Pods platform. Let's talk about the Kubernetes. Cloud platform. I think I have experience. You guys are working on AWS, so AWS. So these are the my proposal for integration. That means I am saying, hey, I want the Apache matrix at Datadog. I want Tomcat matrix at Datadog. I want MySQL matrix at Datadog. These are the metrics I want at the Datadog. This is a integration which I'm trying, but I will take some of the input from you guys also. So you suggest what you want.
So nothing special. In the Windows, can we do it for IIS also?
In Windows, yes, we can do the IES also. So here it
Okay.
can be web server IES also. We have a Windows machine, so yeah, that we can do that IES also. Anything else also?
Nothing special because we have covered cloud containers. I think we are good.
Okay, so guys, let's get started. So now, important thing is you need to understand, you need to be very strong in terms of fundamental. And if you are strong with the fundamental, architecting and designing will be very easy, understanding any topic. So this is my Linux box. Okay, let me create a little bit smaller one. This pop-up should go away. And here I have this is a Datadog. Okay, I'm very bad in design, so please excuse me for some time. So this is the Datadog. I'll just write DD. Now this is the Linux box. You have IP address, whatever it is, and then you install the agent, which you did it already. Now agent is capturing the fundamental, the basic metrics from the system like CPU, RAM, and all stuff like that. It's collecting and sending that to Datadog. So this till here, I hope we all are comfortable. Correct now?
Yes.
Okay, so then after that I went to this system and I installed Apache. This is my Apache. Let me put some coloring and all. So this is my Apache. This is my Tomcat. This is my what do you say? MySQL database. So this is the Apache. This is the Tomcat. This is the database, which is MySQL. So I want this matrix of Apache, Tomcat, and MySQL also. But where? I want here at Datadog. The question is how can we get that? How can we get this? Okay, that's the question. So here I will not bother too much of the Datadog agent. That is a secondary thing. First, I'll try to understand that how can we forget about the Datadog. How can we access the Apache metrics? How can we access the Tomcat metrics? How can we access the MySQL metrics? And in case if you have 500 integrations to be made, so we'll ask these tools. Let's ask Apache, hey, I want your metrics. How can I get it? Hey, Tomcat, I want your metrics. How can I get it? So when I asked Apache, then they said, hey, I have one module which is called mod status module. If you enable it, so through that module, you can expose the Apache metric at certain HTTP endpoint. Wonderful. Cool. So now Apache has exposed all of their metrics at HTTP endpoints. Because why they expose HTTP endpoints? Because Apache is a web server, so they can easily make it available to the whole and people, right? So when I ask a Tomcat, can you please tell me how can I get your metrics? So Tomcat is also have an inbuilt web server. So Tomcat said if you do certain configurations, RMIs and all stuff like that, so I will also publish that metrics at certain endpoints. Okay, wonderful. That is also good. Then I ask MySQL, how can I get your app metrics? So MySQL say we don't have a web server inbuilt. I will make it all these metrics available in one of the database, and if you query the database, you will get all the metrics. Are you understanding the concept of it, all of you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so now we have a matrix available. Now, who wants to take it up? Go ahead and take it up. Whether New Relic wants to take it up that matrix, or Datadog, or AppDynamics, or Dynatrace, or Elastic, or Splunk, whoever wants to take it up the data, you can take it up. So what I'm trying to teach you here is not only Datadog. No matter which technology you go for it, I mean platform, monitoring platform, concepts are same. Okay, so now I need to tell this agent, hey agent, please go and go to scrap this this place and get the metrics and send to Datadog. Hey agent, go to the endpoints, scrap the metrics, send to the forward it to the Datadog. Hey agent, go and do the SQL connection to this database with the user ID and password. I'll give it to you, and whatever the information you have in that, send to the Datadog in certain formats. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah, so just one question like, uh, uh, do we have any kind of list or documentation like where it is mentioned like this particular setting we need to enable or this?
I will give you. That's the reason we have a training. I will give
No,
you all this.
I'm asking it regarding the like Apache, Tomcat, or a
Yes, yes, yes.
DB.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I said. You should, let's say you know Apache. Then you'll
Mhm.
say Apache. I'll tell you in simple way. You don't need to query Datadog. Apache matrices, enter. And you see here how to collect Apache performance metrics. This is the Datadog article, but here this is all different. Every one will talk about. There is one module which is called mod status. So everyone uses the mod status, this module. Yeah. So now if you know Apache, then you will get to know this module automatically. Make sense?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Like, so now I will show you that demo step by step. Don't worry about that. So I'll take care of it. So now fundamentally, did you understand that we need to enable the tools first to expose the metrics, and then agent can be capable of getting a metrics and fetching the metrics, collecting the metrics, and forwarding to Datadog or any other backend. Make sense, guys, all of you?
So technically speaking, exposing means kind of enabling that module that will expose the
True,
information
true,
matrix,
true. Yes. No one
and
can.
uh, and agent will communicate that on a particular port on which the Apache Tomcat listens.
Perfect. Yeah. And in case of database, they will query your database table, database, right? Select statement or something like that. Got it? So now guys, I'm going to show you the first demo which I'm going to show you today is Apache. Okay. And followed by some other integrations also as we discuss on the notes here. Okay, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do first thing, where is a step-by-step guide? Because there are so many steps you have to do. So many steps we have to do. Before that, I forgot that one concept. Guys, the tool which I talked about is Apache, Tomcat, MySQL. This developed a long back, maybe 15, 20 years before, right? Correct? Before, when I started software engineering, before that only, I think these tools were there. Correct now?
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Yeah, so they have a different way to exposing the metrics. But you know what? Nowadays, whatever the tools you see, if it is developed under the CNCF guidelines, like a Docker, Kubernetes, Prometheus, or etcd, any tools you name it, under the CNCF guidelines, if it is developed, then you know what? you don't need to enable the endpoint and so on, all stuff like that. You don't automatically, when you run the Docker or Kubernetes, they automatically start exposing the matrix. Automatically, you don't need to configure anything. So that means for Docker and Kubernetes and for Prometheus or InfluxDB or for something like that, I don't have to do anything. It's already enabled. I just need to inform my agent, hey agent, please go and take the input, I mean matrix from this endpoint, and I'll give the access and all, and then done with it. So new generation software, again, it automatically exposes that things. Now, if you want to understand which exposes, which not exposes, all these things, I can give you the list of it also. So, for example, let's say put it up in this way. Uh, Exporter, exporter, Prometheus. So here you will get to know basically which can exposes automatically the metrics. So messaging, logging, and here, see here, software exposing Prometheus matrices. The time series matrices automatically. You don't need to install it. These are the two. So these are the new generation software which has been developed and for this. So yes, okay, that's fine. But now I will show you the demo for Apache. So now the question is, where is a tutorial, step by step tutorial. So here I'll just type Datadog and I'll say Apache just for, and here you see that how to enable Apache. This is a Tomcat, by the way. uh, I think this is the one. Yeah, how to install and configure Datadog integration with Apache HTTPD. So this tutorial you can use for the reference if you stuck. Anyways, I'll show you the demo, but if you stuck, you can use this tutorial. And here you have all these things. So here you see that all these matrices will be collected. Install step number 1, install the agent. Step number 2, install the HTTP server. Step number 3, enable the integrations, which is all the screenshot you have it. Step number 4, enable the mod status module. Step number 5, do the changes in the configurations. And step number 6, install the integration. And step number 7, verify. So all these things you have to do that. Anyways, I'll show you the demo, so don't need to get scared. Are you comfortable, all of you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so first thing, what I'm going to do, install the agent. Did I install the agent? Yes, I have the agent already installed. Just some time back, I did it in the previous session, and you also have done it, I believe. So this is the agent is running. So no problem. Now, second thing, I have to install the HTTP server. How can I install? So again, if you want to install the HTTP server in Ubuntu or Red Hat, you have a tutorials here. Okay, that's not a difficult things to do, by the way. So it's not a challenge. So here, this is the Ubuntu command, and this is the Linux, CentOS command. Okay, so can we do that? So I'm doing it. So yum install httpd-y. Installing will be done in few seconds. It's a AWS, so everything is fast. If you do something similar in your VMs, local VM, probably a little slow maybe. So here, now I'm going to start the systemctl start httpd. Don't worry about this, all this command you have here. See here, installing, starting, enabling, all this thing you have it. You can copy paste from here also, by the way. So here, enable it. So can we validate here? So my IP address, which was Linux, which is here. So this is the, see, Apache server is running. Are you understanding so far?
Yes, yes.
If you don't like this page, you can write some code in that file, and this code you can embed this, insert, and save it. And now refresh. Restart is not needed. Here it is. So this is your done. So this step is also done. It's very simple things. Now this is not required, by the way. Why? Because this will work for the enabling the firewall exceptions for HTTP and HTTPS, but it will not work because I have both firewall I have disabled. Network level firewall of AWS and OS level firewall is also already disabled for CentOS 7. So you don't need it, and then finally you can access these machines. Are you comfortable so far? Step number 2.
Yes.
Okay, so now guys, for the step number 3, you have to go to the Datadog. So let me go to the Datadog here and log in and go to the 5. And here I will go here integrations. Remember, here you have all the integrations available. So now all this is a new account, so I don't have any integration. Now you see that because of process monitoring, they detected the Apache. Its detection has happened. Apache is installed, but not enabled. So click on the install. And one more thing, please read everything. Don't rush to do the things. Here configurations, you have to do that. I'll show you that one. Data collected by this integration will be here. Post, logs, monitor, support, release notes. Don't click installation right now until you do the configurations. So all this stuff you have to do that. How to configure it? They have given you. Step number 1, install the agent that I did it. Step number 2, enable the mod status. I'll show you. And then finally, you do this configuration changes in the agent. So everything you have it. If you just look at it carefully, then you have it. Okay. So now same thing I'm going to do. So for that, this is the I got comfortable step number 3. I got comfortable, and so far I read it all this thing, and now I'm going to teach you how to enable mod status and extended status in Apache. Are you comfortable so far?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So now guys, this is the about mode status. If you want to learn more of mode status, you can learn. But right now, this is the changes you have to do. So what you have to do in this file, you have to go. This is a configuration file for Apache. You have to insert this code below this line. Now you need to understand this code. Right now I'm not dragging this Apache sessions too much because you will, if you, let's say if you're not learning, if you're not knowing, so slowly if you start using it you'll get to know. But this basically what is doing, actually this is the one of the module which is written in C, and which is allowing at this IP address and this address all the matrices to be available, and here allowing from everywhere, allowing for your local IP address. So this is your local IP address. So it can be done. So this is the code which I'm going to copy, and here, and this IP address I need to change this. So what is my IP address? My IP address is private IP address, not the public IP address, the one which I gave it to you. Here it is. So yes, I'll just go to this file and vi sudo also you can use it. Find out the document root somewhere downside. Document root. I know that it's middle, so I'm going with the confidence. Here it is. And now add this content of this file in these locations. That's all. So I did this here, and after that you come back, save it, validate the configuration of HTTP, it is correct or not, syntax is correct. Now restart the HTTPD, and then finally we want to check the status. Let me show you the status rather than curl. What is IP address of my machine? I should have not closed. And URL is server status. Done. So here you will get the URL, matrix of Apache, and it will keep refreshing it. So these are some of the values, see that here. And understood all of you?
Yes.
So now what to do? So see here, as per the image, Apache, I installed it, I enable this, the matrix to be enabled at the certain at HTTP endpoint, which is here, and it's available. Now I will tell my agent, hey agent, go ahead and pull the information from there, matrix from there, and send it to Datadog. So now this is something I will do it now. Now for this here, you see that first step I did, second step I did, and this is the one. So now this is the one you have to do little carefully. So guys, I repeat, whenever you create any integrations, then you have to always remember this file, this directory. and the directory name is conf.d. I repeat, for any integrations, this directory you have to enable. And you see that here you have already so many directories. You can also create any directory name ending with a D, and inside that you can keep the YAML file, supported YAML file. Datadog agent will read it in a next restart. But right now, because Datadog is also easy to use, so they have given most of the integrations already created. The file is created, but YAML is disabled. You see here, this is the location, apache.d, and you see the file is disabled. So it's not YAML file, it's something else. So what you need to do? Simple, this file you just copy and rename it with the YAML file. Done. Now, next thing what you will do, guys, you will understand this file. Don't rush. Okay, understanding is more important if you want to troubleshoot well. So here, don't rush. Any files you see YAML file, it will start with init configuration. So means configuration initializations, and inside that you'll have instances and all, which is here. So right now these all are commented codes just for you to teach all this stuff. You can read it little slow and all stuff like that. And this is the URL which is automatically, it's not commented by the way, it automatically hitting that address, localhost server status. Don't you think so? All of you?
Yes, yes.
Is already hitting that, and automatically means every 5 seconds automatically whatever the data is coming, it will take the data from here, and it will agent will take the data from here, send it to Datadog. But you know what, guys, here you can add more entry actually. So more server, let's say there's one more server here, and Apache is running here, and HTTP is here, and if you want to configure this agent to grab this URL, that is also possible, because here this is the only one entry. You can make as many entries you wanted. So this is something which you have to do that. Again, if you read the documentation, they are saying the same thing. Please read it, don't rush. Okay, and after that, it's already there. I just uncommented I just renamed the file name. It's already there. Save it. Done. So everything is done. So what I need to do? Systemctl restart Datadog -agent. Now I restart it, but I want to validate whether Apache is configured or not. So I'll just do config, enter, and this is the config file, all of you. So in this file, or one, you can also check one more commands, config check. This file also. So Apache should be, see here somewhere here. And there's one more command you should try, Datadog agent status. Ayo, there's a spelling mistake. And here, and go up a little bit up. Apache, NTP. And it's growing slowly. Here it is. Apache. Okay, everything's great. So now, after that, everything I find great here. Okay, and these commands I have taught you already. And after that, you have to go to one place which is called install integration. That's all. You did this you have to do that, and same screenshot I have shared with you here also. So I did this. After that you have to do this and then verify. So let me verify. Go here. How do I verify whether matrix is coming or not? Apache matrix is coming or not? So guys, Datadog has given you one explorer to explore all the matrix what Datadog has. Now the question is, where is that? So I'll search for it. So here I am having explore, summary, explore. So anything which is stored from your account to Datadog, you can explore. So now I want, this is the system user matrix, but actually I came for Apache matrix. So I'll just search for Apache. I know that Apache matrix. If you don't know, no need to worry about it. You can ask this place itself. See here, integrations is available, and here installed, and here I can ask, okay, what metrics you're going to give it to me. So here, if you see data collected, here it is. These are the metrics. So let's say the metrics has come or not. By the way, I have not hit that website, so I'm hitting that website few times just for creating metrics. F5, F5, F5 multiple times I'm just running, and after that I'll just wait for a few seconds, and here you have, and this is the data which you have got it. So from last not 1 hour, 5 minutes. and you see the data has come. Are you understanding now? All of you?
Yes, yes,
So guys, you have collected the data from the Apache, and after that, what you'll do? So let's keep collecting because we need a hell lot of data actually. For dashboarding and alerting, we need a hell lot of data. So keep collecting these data. So now I taught you Apache, and you will do that. And how do you get a confirmation whether data is coming or not? These are the confirmation. All these bytes are started coming. Again, you have to create some fake traffic. F5, 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 F5. If you do, then it will be serving your purpose right now. Make sense, guys, all of you?
yes.
Yeah. So this data has come, and that's your objective for this demo. So now I would like you to share this whole things which is here, not this one, sorry. This is the one. It has all the step by step, and do it. You'll get a confidence here. I'm putting in the notes, and I'm updating the notes. Okay, so let me do that.